Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on 790 The Bet. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency and Wally Hatchett's Comfort Food and Drinks at 6439 Summer Avenue. Now here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray. And golly, what a weekend we had last Saturday. Not only a great show here on Outdoors with Larry Ray, but a great time in Springfield, Missouri at the Legends of the Outdoors Hall of Fame. We've got so many stories that came out of this. We've documented most of them through my man Ron Wong, who's in here this morning. And Ron, good morning to you.
Good morning, Larry, and good morning, Bill. Good morning, everybody. It's a nice day here in Memphis, Tennessee.
And you snuck in Bill's name before I could get it, so that's okay. That was a pretty good introduction.
Well, I
know. Bill's always ahead of everybody else. So Bill Cooksy's on the line. What a double weekend he's had. Last weekend in Springfield. This weekend he's moving, but he's taking time to be with us on Outdoors with Larry Ray. The Hall of Famer himself, Bill Cooksey. All right, Bill.
Hey, absolutely. And hey, Larry. Hey, Ron, and hey, all the listeners. And this is a great break from carrying boxes and bookcases and everything else. So,
yeah.
I was glad to have an excuse to sit down for a minute and get on the phone.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to you, Bill and Larry, for being inducted into the Legends of the Outdoors. I have to tell you, I was very impressed with the ceremony. Both of you guys did a great job in your acceptance speeches, and I was blown away by the whole event. It was really a lot of fun, and got to see a lot of people I haven't seen in a while and meet some new ones.
Yeah, it was, and then we're going to talk a lot about that on today's show, particularly the opening several segments here, because it was a great adventure. I have to admit, I don't know if I've ever seen Bill without a hat. You know, sometimes
I didn't recognize him when I saw him.
You know,
who's this guy? Do I know him? And he had a coat on.
Yeah, well, I did too, but I took my tie off.
Guys, Chad Hoover, and of course the listeners aren't going to quite get this, but Chad Hoover was up on stage and spoke for a little bit before lunch, and he talked about how we all need to get a little uncomfortable to help get new people involved in these sports and that sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
And I started to open up my speech and say, Chad, I'm getting uncomfortable. I'm not wearing a hat, and most people in this room have never seen me without a hat on. So.
No. And my son's the same way. If he's listening this morning, I sometimes think he takes a shower with his hat on, but, I mean, he doesn't have a hat. But Bill did a great job being the leadoff hitter in the program at what a wonderful facility at the John and Jenny Morris Conservation Center there in Springfield, right adjacent to the unbelievable aquarium, the wonders of wildlife, the aquarium and the museum, and then next to the big store, and then, of course, where I spent my time in the outlet store even down there, but all within walking space, but a great facility. And Bill and I both kind of figured out when we saw the program with the pictures, they had them kind of lined up like that. We weren't told when we speak, but I'm glad you went first, Bill. You set the tone. I know it. You set the tone.
Well, just ripping the Band-Aid off, for better or worse. So.
And it was good to have Gary on the stage to keep it rolling. Gary was up there, Gary Mason, of course, the founder of the Legend of the Outdoor Hall of Fame, and we'll talk to Gary on the next two segments. But he was up there, kept it rolling. We had a 5-minute limit. I understand. I went 9. I'm sorry, but there was Billy Blakely opened up a lot of minutes for all the rest of us.
Well, actually, he ran almost 5 minutes.
Did he really?
Yes, he did.
Okay, well, I thought Bill's. I don't know how long Bill's was, but
I went 4:37.
Oh, Bill, I had it exactly 4:30. I've gone over it and over it there, and I got up there and And I went too long. I saw Ron running around. I had to mention Ron out there taking all the pictures and everything. That cost me at least a minute or two trying to find Ron in the room, because he was everywhere taking pictures. And you can go to Legend of the Outdoors, HallOfFame.com. You can figure out and get all the information there, but
it's out on YouTube. The whole program.
The whole program is
all 4 hours of it is now out on Legends of the Outdoors YouTube channel.
Yes,
go out there and do it. It's a free show.
Yes,
for you to watch, and also I think we've got pictures up at LarryRay.com.
We do. Yes, we do. LarryRay.com. We've got those posted. I got them on my Facebook page. I've seen some from that Bill has posted there because he had a lot of friends there, and
I've made a good post too.
Yes, you did, and it was just I've been to many of these. I was at the very first one. I think was at the Sheridan in Nashville. Seemed like it was one of the first ones, but it's become such a huge event, and it's just. It's awe-inspiring to realize when they took that picture of those that have gone on to the Hall of Fame before us. It's humbling, right, Bill? I mean,
it is. I mean, it's like I said. This is a deal. Most Hall of Fames, you have to be retired for a few years and all that, and here we are still working. And I mean. Gosh, it's humbling and kind of a weird feeling to get up there and talk about yourself.
Yeah, particularly when I think this may be the first time that someone wasn't honored who has already passed away. We were all alive, I mean,
that's pretty cool.
All 8 of us were up there. The acceptance speeches as I roll through these things with. Boyd Duckett, just
he did a good job.
Kelly Powers came up there. Wade Middleton, Tom Nelson. I've heard his name so many times, and get to meet him. And then, of course, Billy Blakely, as Ron said, from Reelfoot Lake, the professional guide, hunting and fishing guide, and a man normally a few words, but I guess that's Billy's married now. And he's got somebody to really support him. He opened up to 4 minutes almost, and then Michael Waddell. What can you say about the bone collector guy? I mean,
what a storyteller!
Yeah,
what a storyteller!
And if you don't know a lot about kayaks, you really need to know about kayaks because I mean this is the second year in a row that we have got to hear what is an amazing. Lead into everything by the man himself who I thought did such a wonderful job. Chad Hoover, Mr. Kayak, I guess you say, and Bob Cobb, to see Bob Cobb, Ray Scott. Wow. I mean, golly. And the money raised, and then, of course, Braden Henniger getting up there. I mean, it's the flag's in there, the prayers are in there, the tribute to Ray Scott, and see the legendary Bob Cobb up on stage.
Well, and then Ray Scott's son with his
2 kids,
2 sons.
Oh, those kids, those Ray Scott's grandkids are 2 of us neatest kids. I mean, I was impressed.
The little one was crying like a baby up there. When he was wiping his eyes as they were having Ray Scott's jacket. I don't know that jacket went for, I don't know. There was some money raised in memory of Ray Scott. But anyway, we're going to talk on the next segment with Gary Mason all about this and quiz them a little bit about how to put this thing together. Then Cuz Strickland's going to come on, and all you folks know Cuz from Mossy Oak, and they'll tell how many videos Cuz has shot in his career, right, Bill? I mean,
you couldn't count them. I guarantee.
No, and he did a great little talk up there before we all got started, and then, hey, Joella Bates was there wearing her USA outfit as she gets ready to go to the World 3D Archery Championships in Italy. And Joella, of course, is already in the Hall of Fame, and she's going to talk about getting ready for her trip. Then Dustin Connell coming off, I think this is his third win, Ron. I mean, he's a young guy, and he's got 3 wins.
Yeah, he's got 3 wins, and
man, already won over $1 million. I mean,
nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. And then closing out, today is Free Hunting Day in the state of Tennessee. And we'll talk to Wally Atkins. He is the TWRA Assistant Chief of Wildlife and Forestry Division, because today is Free Hunting Day. This is also the date you can go squirrel hunting. You just got to have that hunter's education certificate if you born after, before, let's see, after 1969. And then, of course, also, I kind of flew by that, but this day, man, I never missed this day, opening the squirrel season. Bill, I know Ron's out, he's on the water, but the only day of squirrel season, it was big in my earlier years. Wasn't it for you, too?
I'm going to invite some hunters over to my backyard.
Yeah, okay.
Squirrel was the number 1 game animal in the state of Tennessee until I think sometime in the early 90s.
Yes.
When deer
right.
surpassed it. Yeah. And, so it was them, followed closely by rabbits.
Yeah, we're going to talk a lot
about...
Always
number 1.
Always number 1. We're going to talk more about that at the end of the day's show on some memories and talk to Wally about that, because it is the velvet hunt this weekend, where you can kill a antlered buck with velvet on. Wally will explain all the rules on that as we go along that. So we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to really talk about the Legends of the Outdoors Hall of Fame. And, so let's take a break. Come right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray.